Hey guys, welcome to another webinar. And today we're going to do exactly what we do every week, look into the market. Now, quick disclaimer before we start looking into the market. These are my own personal, outlook, personal perspective to the market. I'm not giving you any signals or telling you to take any trades. These are all my own personal consensus, and you should seek professional advice, in order for you to make your decisions on your trades. That being said, let's get right to it. So first things first, if you're new here, we operate on 3 strategies, which is COT, seasonality, and probability, right? Now, the first thing we normally do when we get into analysis is we go to our COT report and try to find an asset which there's been a change in a positive or in a negative way within the last week, okay? And what you're going to see now is the COT report and how we look at the changes and utilize that to measure what trades we're going to take. Okay. By the way, the internet is quite slow here, so you got to bear with me on this one. So I've done a pre-analysis before, so I'm just going to go straight to those ones. It's quite easy. I'll go on Euro. I've done one for Euro and I've done one for AUD. Gotta wait for that to load. If it doesn't load, I'm just gonna go directly to the consensus. Let's give it another 30 seconds. You know what? Let's go straight into the consensus. If you're new here, I mean, apologies. I'm at a region of the world that, it's very hot and my laptop is hot. And secondly, the internet isn't that quick. So let's go straight into the pre-analysis that I've done. So these right here is the analysis I've done so far. Now, if you guys have been here before, you would possibly know how I got to this conclusion right here. But if you've never been here before, you might want to stick around. This is loaded. No, this is already loaded. Now, what we look at is the commercials, right? There's 3 categories: non-commercials, commercials, and non-reportable. And we look only into the commercials and we look at their changes, right? That's all we pay attention to, the changes, if they're going long or if they're going short. Now, what we're seeing is by the 23rd, which was last week, in euros, the commercials were going long by 1,000 position, and we've seen them take out 18,000 position, right? And this is very bad, because if they're taking out 18,000 and adding 1,000, I mean, 1,000 compared to the total of this is almost negligible. But if you combine that with the 18,000, you know that there's definitely something going on. So we have euro down for long. Long simply means buy, short means sell. And then what we tend to do is we go to the seasonality and we check the seasonality for euro and see if we match that bias in terms of long. All right, let's see. So, yeah, apologies, guys. I need to get something quicker here, but we got to manage with this at the moment. So what we notice now is on the, no, this is AUD. So I got to go to Euro. So this is the AUD seasonality, and we'll check the Euro seasonality and see what the Euro says, because we already know the COT is going long. If we see the seasonality also going long, then that means we have something ideally here for us, right? Now, what we do is we look at it, and we can see today is the 28th. So this is 29 tomorrow. And what we can see is euro is most likely going to start going long. Now you can see this consensus from the 29th all the way till the 3rd matches with the consensus right here, the long right here, right? Now the final thing we do is we check for probability on the site and see if probability also matches with that, right? So look at that. Now there's different probabilities, you know, there's Euro JPY probabilities, there's Euro AUD probability, there's, you know, Euro GBP probability. So you have to go and check each one of them and see which one works best and which one is in current alignment with you at the moment, and then use that to make a decision of what you want to do. So what we do now is go here and we check 29th, we see the 50-50, 30th, we see a 54% going long in our favor. Then we go back to 50-50, then 66, 60%. I mean, to me, I would like 3 days to be in my favor because I don't have that. This is risky. So Euro JPY will be a trade I would take, but it will be risky. You're better off taking it on Tuesday than on Monday, but it's a risky trade regardless. You know what to do when you get your ATR in place. Then just to jump to another asset that, you know, I've looked into is also the AUD CHF. The main reason I chose AUD CHF is because, you know, the system is slow and I don't want to take too much time going through it all. It's because we have an alignment on the AUD for the long. And when we check the AUD seasonality, let me see if it's going to load up. When we check the AUD seasonality, we see that alignment as well pointing towards the long direction. Therefore, when we dig deeper and check the probability, we see that AUD CHF probability also aligns with that consensus, making us, you know, choose this trade as a potential for this week. Let me just apologies. So, all right. So, if we look at this, right around here, 29th, we can see the alignment also going up to the 3rd, right? And probability for AUD CHF also support that. If you go there, so you want to go in on the 30th instead because you see it's not aligned here, and you want to come out on the 2nd, right? So hence why we have this two right there. Now, this is also going to have a sort of risk, but use your ATR to it and all of that. There are other assets that are aligned like this on the COT report, but you might want to go check that out from the website yourself. If you don't have access to the website, this is how you get access to the website. You go to business.dameempire.co.uk/pricing, and it will show you the pricing to get access to these tools. Right. So I cut this very short because of the internet connection and my laptop overheating. So I'll catch you in the Telegram group if you have any questions. And once again, safe trading, Godspeed, and stay dangerous.